Dear fellow lovers of good opera singing, I bid you welcome to my channel. I am particularly happy to announce that the new English translation of Giacomo Lauri-Volpi's Voci Parallele is now available. Lauri-Volpi's book is not a history of singing, nor is it a manual of singing technique. It is, first of all, a survey of singers Lauri-Volpi heard in person. He added a few portrayals of singers he thought crucial for the development of the human voice as we know it today. He also added a handful of singers he only heard on records. But since he did not trust the record, Lauri-Volpi calls it industrialized fraud, the main part consists of portrayals of singers he heard live. The list of those, however, starts with Cotroni and ends with Domingo, and features almost 200 portrayals. And thus he gives us an insight that comprises almost 2 centuries of singing and singing technique, a unique bridge between the so-called old school and the modern era. Lauri-Volpi followed the model of Plutarch's Parallel Lives, in which the great Greek historian presented the similarities and differences of the lives of some of the most prominent Roman and Greek heroes. As in Plutarch's case, Lauri-Volpi's choice is very arbitrary. Not always did he choose who, according to him, were the best. He also talks about the worst and the most remarkable for one reason or another. Lauri-Volpi also added the section on breathing technique and yoga, the history of singing pedagogy, and the alleged crisis of bel canto, which are all well worth reading. The book, however, is not a manual on singing technique. Lauri-Volpi did not believe in one-fits-all solutions and objectified methods that work equally well for all. For him, singing technique was highly individual, the result of artistic expression, and not the other way around. And that being said, he shares many of his ideas about breathing, projection, register balance, the handling of vowels, the passaggio, head and chest voice, and much more. The English edition basically is a critical edition. The original text is littered with hidden allusions and quotes, most of which have been explained in footnotes. We have also added the historical context to many of the stories Lauri-Volpi only hints at. Therefore, the English version has 290 pages, while the Italian only has 220. The English version also comes with a new foreword, and most importantly, an index of names which is missing in the Italian version. This index is most useful when you're browsing the book looking for Lauri-Volpi's opinion on a specific singer. And while the Italian edition basically is a reprint of the 1977 edition, the English one has undergone a thorough rework. All of the dates and events that Lauri-Volpi had misplaced have been silently corrected. Both editions come with 2 CDs that feature 49 of the singers discussed in the book, among them a rare recording of Pertile in an open-air performance of Aida, and a private recording of Trontoul singing La Bohème. Lauri-Volpi's Italian is very demanding. He writes long, nested sentences and uses a vocabulary that is challenging even for native speakers. So, unless your Italian is on a C2 level or better, I'd recommend that you get the English version. Well, if your English is better than your Italian, of course. You may order the book at the Bongiovanni website. Find the link in the description below. Use the AfroPoli discount code to get 10% off. Yes, 10% instead of the usual 15%, but the publisher has asked me to reduce the discount due to the raging inflation. My apologies, but 10% are surely better than nothing, and it's still a great offer for all of you who make this channel worthwhile. So go ahead and have a look. I think this book should be in any singer's or aficionado's library. There are a few others like it. Yes, Lauri-Volpi was frank, headstrong, and opinionated, so don't expect to get a politically correct or moderate account. Lauri-Volpi spoke his mind, no matter the consequences. But I happen to like his frank style. Honestly, I think we need those honest voices now more than ever. Thank you for watching.